his company is predicting a sales rebound this year. On Sunday, it will make a major drive for new customers ahead of the Super Bowl. George Fellows is with us now in the newsroom. He is the president and CEO of Callaway Golf. Also with me are Michele, Steele, our sports reporter extraordinaire. George, luxury and discretionary companies, like all companies, are really waiting for the economy to recover. How are you driving sales at this time, and when do you expect to see a rebound?
Well, we anticipate 2010 is going to be a lot better than 2009. Of course, that's to be expected. We're continuing to be very aggressive from a marketing and advertising point of view, and also very aggressive from a new product point of view. You know, we're a consumer economy, and news is very important. We spend a great deal of money on R&D, and we have a product line that is the largest and broadest, both from a price point as well as covering various types of golfers, larger than anyone else in the industry. So we are taking a very aggressive stance as far as the market's concerned, and we anticipate that we'll be able to help drive the business.
Is the U.S. more important, or is Asia more important these days?
Well, actually, more than 50% of our revenues are from outside the United States. And at this point in time, it looks like Asia is actually leading the economic recovery. Japan, China, Korea, et cetera, are doing disproportionately well, and we're seeing a somewhat slower recovery in the U.S., although we are seeing a recovery.
George, I want to talk about your star endorser, Phil Mickelson, right? You know, this weekend at Torrey Pines, one of the biggest issues facing him, some heated rhetoric over on the green, some people saying he was cheating over using a wedge that's legal due to a technicality. Do you think the USGA is putting Mickelson at a disadvantage with some of these rules?
Well, I think all of this is really a distraction. The fact is that the wedge that Phil used was perfectly legal. It was countenanced by the PGA Tour,
right.
And any comments to the contrary are absurd. The rule, however, is something that's in question, and it's an issue that we're all dealing with right now. But as I said, it's really a distraction.
So square groove clubs, I guess we should talk grooves, right? I mean, amateurs, the good news for them is they don't really have to abide by the rules, right, of the PGA. So that shouldn't really affect your business,
well,
or does it?
The rules are a bit complicated. The amateur can continue to use those grooves until 2024. The professionals have to use it as of this year. I mean, it's a rather convoluted rule, and it's fairly contentious right now about exactly whether or not it should or shouldn't have been promulgated, but we're living with it.
Let's take a look at another contentious issue, the elephant on the golf course here. You know, Tiger Woods obviously not in it indefinitely. Does your company see an opportunity here to pick up maybe some lost market share from Nike Golf?
Well, again, Tiger has done a great deal for the industry for the last 10 years or so, and he's going through a rather serious personal problem. But the reality is the game is a lot bigger than one individual. And I think while it may be sensational to talk about it, it really shouldn't have a long-term effect on the business. There may be some short-term impact on viewership, perhaps, but as far as the trajectory of the game itself, it won't have any effect, I don't believe.
All right.
George Fellows, we thank you so much, CEO of Callaway Golf.